Let's talk about something that has the ATF sweating like a politician taking a polygraph. A judge in Mississippi just did something that could send shockwaves through the entire gun debate. Judge Carlton Reeves just ruled that the federal machine gun ban is unconstitutional, at least for now. And now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, does this mean now I can go and get all the machine guns I ever wanted and live out my predator fantasies? Just wait a second. Okay, let me break this down before you start going crazy. So enter Bryce Brown, a dude who got charged for violating 18 U.S.C. 922.0, which basically says if your machine gun ain't a Reagan-era classic, congratulations, you're a felon. But here's the kicker. Brown isn't some hardened criminal. No felonies, no shady back alley arms deal. He's just a guy who believes the Second Amendment covers all arms, including machine guns. And that's where the Supreme Court's Bruen decision steps in, like that one friend who's always starting drama at family barbecues. You see, after the Bruen decision, the government can't just say, oh, guns are scary, let's ban them. No, they actually have to prove that banning something is in line with historical gun laws. And let's just say their argument here had more holes than a Biden press conference.
It's not up to you how I answer the question. I just answer the question.
Before we dive deeper into this, let's talk about making a statement. And no, I'm not talking about the kind you file with the IRS. I'm talking about the I'm guessing you're not here about the alcohol or tobacco design that I'm wearing right now on my t-shirt that's available at shop.mrcolionnoir.com. This design features a coiled snake wrapped around a rifle, a modern twist on the Gadsden flag. It's a cheeky, sarcastic nod to what we all know. When the ATF shows up, they're not here to discuss your wine collection or cigars. They've got other plans. So whether you grab it as a hoodie, a t-shirt, a woman's tank, or even drinkware, it's the perfect way to make your stance known. So head over to shop.mrcolionnoir or click the link in the description section of this video and grab your, I guess you're not here for the tobacco or alcohol shirt, hoodies, drinkware, you name it. Hit the link, head over there, do that, then come back, finish watching this video, because nothing says don't tread on me quite like sarcasm and a rifle with style. Now, Judge Reeves, who I probably don't necessarily agree with politically, we ain't gonna get into all that, but I have a lot of respect for him because even though he doesn't necessarily agree with the law, he applied the law accordingly and ended up sounding like he should be dropping wisdom in Western movies. He looked at the case and said, hold on. Machine guns weren't even banned until 1986. That's a long time after the founding fathers were doing their thing. So why did it take nearly 200 years to ban something if it was never supposed to be allowed in the first place? Then the government tried to use the old, dangerous, and unusual argument from Heller. But here's the thing. There are 740,000 legally owned machine guns in the US today. That's not unusual. That's just another Tuesday in Texas. If something is supposed to be rare, but you can find more of them than California gun laws, well, maybe it ain't that rare. And the best part, the government didn't even bother disputing that number. They basically pulled a, we got nothing. So Judge Reeves said, well, if that many people own them, I can't call them unusual. Now, don't start making room in your safe for all of your machine guns that you've ever wanted since the day you were born, just yet. This ruling only applies to this specific case, but if it gets appealed to the Fifth Circuit, which is basically the Supreme Court's conservative cousin, things could get really interesting. You see, back in 2016, the Fifth Circuit ruled in Hollis v. Lynch that machine guns could be banned because they were dangerous and unusual. But here's the problem. That ruling was based on an ATF report stating that only about 175,000 machine guns were legally owned. In Brown, however, the record shows 740,000. That's a fourfold increase. Let me put it this way. If 175,000 wasn't enough to be considered common, is 740,000? I mean, if I went to Chipotle and ordered a side of guac and they charged me 4 times what I expected, I'd definitely be questioning things. So here's what's really happening. Judge Reeves just put a major question on the table. Are machine guns really unusual if nearly 1 million of them are legally owned? And if they're not unusual, does the government have the authority to ban them? If the Fifth Circuit picks this up, we could be looking at one of the most significant rulings on gun rights in decades. And trust me, the ATF does not want that smoke. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If any gun should be protected under the Second Amendment, it's all of them. It's not even just one. I was gonna say machine guns, but it's all of them. That's just that. Come on, stop it. But will the Supreme Court ever admit that? I don't know. This gets real tricky. See, everything's fine and dandy regarding the Second Amendment right up until you start talking about machine guns. Then everybody starts getting a little weird, even pro-gun people. So, I don't know, but crazier things have happened. So what do you think? Is this the beginning of the end for the federal machine gun ban, or is the Fifth Circuit about to hit us with the ultimate plot twist? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And as always, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the link in the description video and grab yourself one of these bad boys. You get them in t-shirts. We got them in hoodies too. I know it's still hoodie season for a lot of you out there. I live in Texas, so the weather's schizophrenic. It don't know what it wants to do. One day you're wearing a hoodie, next day you're wearing a t-shirt, next day you're wearing a parka. It's all over the place. Either way, hit the link in the description section of this video. Grab your merch. I'll see you next time. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.